Really? Ain't nobody see you.
We are live. All right. Hey, everybody. We are here.
Hey.
Okay.
Well,
I was waiting for you to say that.
You look like you was doing things. I was waiting for you. All right, we're here live.
Welcome back to the podcast you all know and love as Really Bitch. And we are here. We are ready to get this party started. This is our holiday edition. It's been a couple of weeks, but between Thanksgiving and Christmas, people just got stuff to do. We got holiday parties and gifts to buy and leftovers to eat and, all that good stuff. So what have you been doing the last couple of weeks, Meek? What's going on with you? Now that the political season is winding down, I know you were real busy working on campaigns and stuff. What's going on?
Speaking to the campaign, we had a goal to come in with a certain number, but of the 3 people in our race, we came in top. So we're very proud of that. So, but beyond,
did she win? Mm-hmm. Okay, that's what I thought. Okay,
yeah. But beyond that, past that, I've honestly been kind of just playing real low key.
Okay.
Just nothing for the holiday shopping. I've just been online shopping, picking up in store. Online shopping, picking up in store.
I thought it was trash. Sorry.
It's cool.
My bad.
On the mic and everything. All right.
My bad. Thought it was trash. All right. What about you, Willard?
Word.
My bad.
We're really going with
that?
My
bad.
We're really going with that? That's how.
Well, it's not your real name, so it don't matter. What's up, Face?
Nothing. I've been chilling.
Nothing.
The whole what?
Are y'all ready?
What's supposed to have?
Y'all got. I'm saying y'all got babies and to get ready for Christmas. Y'all ready? I mean, what's going on?
I mean, they asked for stuff, and it was like, all right, well, we'll see if you earn that. See you on Christmas.
I know that's right. I asked a short one right around Thanksgiving. I said, "What do you want for Christmas?" Nothing. 2 days ago, they gonna go, "Oh, for Christmas, I want." I said, "Oh, let me say."
Hold on, hold on, Slim. Hold on, Slim.
I said,
I asked you a month ago.
Right? What do you want? And you told me nothing. I said, "So you get what you asked for."
Oh. Ta-da. You really ain't get nothing for the show, boy. I know you did.
I did, but okay. You didn't know that.
I understand. I would have said the same thing. I mean, I would have said the same thing. Like, that is crazy.
So every time you talk about Christmas, you kind of be like this panic look on his face. I just
well, learn your lesson. Next time, make sure that you do what? Plan accordingly.
And I told him, I said, it's okay to ask for what you want. And I said, it's okay to demand and expect what you want. I said, somebody asks you something, you gotta
plan accordingly. Right. Somebody asks me what I want, I'm going to tell them.
Let me tell you, you can give me anything from some turtles up to a car. And I don't mean just any car. I got a list for y'all need to know. But I got options.
Turtles.
Not the what are they? Not the shit. The turtles and the half shell. No, the candy turtles.
Oh, okay. Oh. Clear that one up. Because I was like,
you going exotic.
Oh, that should be dead today.
Like turtles.
Like, all right.
So
pets. All right.
I know, right? Okay. So because it's been a lot. I've had a lot of death going on, and it's just been a lot of negativity, a lot of death. I just want that, they say it comes in threes.
Right.
Well, I've had 4, so I'm just ready to move on. And from Thanksgiving until now, I've had 4 deaths. So it's just been a lot.
I know about one. Okay.
Yeah, it's been a lot. Okay. And have a funeral to go to after Christmas. So yeah, I'm just ready for that.
After Christmas?
Yeah.
Like right after Christmas?
Friday.
Yeah.
So I'm just ready to move forward and just keep like good vibes and positive spirits and all that good stuff they talk about. But I mean, I'm ready for Christmas though. Like I didn't do a lot of Christmas this year. I guess with everything going on, I was just I didn't do a lot of Christmas this year. But I took care of my nephew. I have a brand new great nephew, so that's been some good news. Yes, my nephew and his wife welcomed a baby boy 2 days ago, so that is a great thing. I can't wait to go out to Seattle to go visit them.
Oh, they're in Seattle.
Mm-hmm.
Oh wow.
He's in the military, so he's stationed in Seattle, and he's getting ready to go to officer training school, and then when he gets done with officer training school, he's going to Alaska. So I'm definitely going to Alaska because I've been wanting to get to Alaska. So I'm definitely going to go visit him. Well,
when it's only 30 degrees.
I mean, right. I'm definitely gonna do my research and make sure I go at the best time to go. But I do want to go to Alaska. It's definitely on my bucket list. All right. So because we live in the DMV area, area, as we would say,
Area.
the
Area.
area. Because we live in the DMV area, a lot of our friends and family work for the federal government. And as you guys know, right now, the federal government is currently shut down. Now, the good news is, as I'm talking to a lot of my friends and family, their budgets are good. They're not really affected, or they were on vacation anyway. I mean, the paycheck piece of it, definitely. But I have a few of my friends, their paychecks are not going to be affected because their budget for their particular agency that they work for has been approved. But like I was talking to Langston yesterday, his budget is cool, but he don't have a boss because he works for DOD. So the whole thing with Jim Mattis and all that. So it's like, yeah, my paycheck is covered, but I don't know.
Do I have to go?
Right. I don't know who my boss is. So it's been
online shopping.
Right. Well, you know, he a government worker. They do that anyway. Anyway, so
we don't put that out there.
I know, right? So with how y'all feel about this whole shutdown? Like, how y'all feeling about this?
The thing, okay, so we all know Agent Orange started out as, I'm going to build a wall,
but Mexico was going to pay for it, right?
Then they
were going to pay us back.
Right, then they were going to pay us back for it,
and then you went to, I'm going to build a wall, and y'all don't give me what I want. I'm going to show the whole government. Mm-hmm. So you couldn't bully them, so now you're going to punish us.
Right.
That's an 8-year-old move. That's some bullshit right there. That
seems like he has the mentality of about an 8-year-old.
And I wouldn't even saw the 8-year-old.
How long do y'all think it's going to last, though? Because, you know, after January 3rd, the new people come in, and it's like, if you couldn't get it passed with your Republican Congress, what you think is going to happen when all these new Democrats roll into town? Like, what do y'all think? Like, do y'all really think this shutdown is going to last a significant amount of time?
No.
Honestly, no. I don't think it is.
It damn sure shouldn't.
Because
it should have never happened.
Well, he's a huffer and a puffer. And I was with a really good friend yesterday, and we were sitting there talking, and she put up a tweet that he had did back when they were facing a government shutdown with President Obama. Right. Mm-hmm. And he said, if the government, he said, if the government shut down, the president should be first on fire. Well, let's follow your tweets. Let's take lead. And
for once, I agree with you. Right. So let's do that. Let's do that.
Right. You know, he's somebody who just talk a whole bunch. I'm sorry, Aaron Rodgers on the screen.
Right. I know you got distracted. I got it. Yeah.
Go ahead and cut TV off.
No, we're good.
No, we still going.
We're good.
But he's a bully. He's a bully. He gonna say whatever off the cuff, and he kind of just run with it. It doesn't really mean his words don't mean no more than a pile of shit, you know.
Right.
So, I'm trying to figure out how much do you need for this wall.
He said, according to him,
$5 billion.
$5 billion. And what was it? Whose benefits package didn't get approved? The Navy. It was the Navy. It was the Navy for their just get for their benefits. For,
right.
Returning veterans and all that. Yeah. They just won a few million.
I mean,
but we don't have $5 million to spend because we're trying to save for $5 billion.
I was just trying, that seemed the easier thing to approve.
I mean, the whole thing is freaking ridiculous because
what up, Raphael?
What up? Welcome into the room. Welcome into the room. I said, welcome into the room.
Welcome to the room.
Come on into the room.
Welcome back.
Okay.
You know what? I'm just go ahead.
But I mean, the thing is, though, it should never have been shut down. But here's what my problem is with his voters, which I mean, I know I'm beating a dead horse. It doesn't matter what he does. Like with Obama, I was an Obama fan, clearly, but I didn't agree with everything Obama did. And if he was wrong, and if he was wrong, I certainly had criticism for him. Same thing with Bill Clinton. Like, I certainly had criticism. Okay, could have done that before we started, but all right.
I'm sorry.
That's all right. It's okay. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. See what happens? One person do something, everybody.
Everybody. That's that suggestive shit. You see, like when somebody yawns and then everybody got to yawn. That's that suggestive, But it's just one of those things where I just feel like no matter what,
that's been proven by science, so it can't be real.
Like climate change,
right?
Can't be real.
Science
said it, so it can't be real. But it's like no matter what he does, it's like they keep finding these spineless ass Republican congressmen who will not call him on his shit. Right. Oh, it pisses me off.
Actually, nobody will. I don't got to be politicians.
Oh gosh! And the thing is, this I get it that
they cracking jokes now.
Well, yeah, I get it that you don't necessarily want to say. I don't know. You just won't say he's wrong. It's.
I was raised call a spade a spade. So if he's fucking up, he's fucking up. And again, this is the problem with Lil' Kim, Problem with Michael Jackson, when you surround yourself with yes people, y'all gonna bring it back around.
Okay, like DMX. I got you.
Cause what I'm saying is,
I'm just saying, did the same thing. All right, cool.
Okay.
Got you.
But yeah, look, Lil Kim face fucked up. Why?
Like the wall's never gonna be built. And if it does, what is he expecting to accomplish?
Well, they've already said that the wall wouldn't be effective. First of all, let's be clear. I've said this before and I'll continue to say it. The majority of the people who are in this country illegally flew into this motherfucker. They did not cross a border. They came in here on a plane on some sort of temporary visa and the visa expired and they didn't go home. So, let's stop with...
The former president of Mexico said that.
Exactly. And second of all, they're going back. Like, immigration is going down because they're showing that there's more people going back. Because, look, I don't even want to go down that road again. But the reality of the situation is you are absolutely correct. Ain't no wall getting built. Ain't nobody giving him $5 million to build no damn wall.
Hold up. Speaking of that, the GoFundMe page,
I think they've raised like $2 million or something crazy like that.
Like 12 now.
12 million?
Yeah, because they raised.
Well, use your GoFundMe money to build your wall.
But that's illegal. The government.
That's illegal. They can't take that money.
Now we worried about legalities when it comes to this president? Because everything this motherfucker done is illegal. So now we worried about that.
Who is he gonna give it to?
But my issue is this.
There's a lot of donations.
The people that's donating the money.
That's like a $10,000 plate you got to buy.
Y'all motherfuckers don't have healthcare. No, it's some Trump supporters donating money. Y'all don't have healthcare. Let's be for real. Half of y'all don't have teeth. But y'all motherfuckers can raise $6 million in 48 hours to build a damn wall. But Flint, Michigan still don't have clean water.
But Flint don't have clean water.
This is the bullshit I'm talking about. This is the bullshit that I'm talking about.
I still got potholes in my street. What's up? I'm just saying.
So it's like we still got homeless people sleeping outside of the White House.
So many homeless people.
Outside of the White House.
Yeah, absolutely.
There shouldn't even be such thing as you shouldn't be able to identify a homeless veteran in Washington, D.C.
How about that?
You can though.
Yeah,
you shouldn't be able to.
I was just in Baltimore and there was a bunch of them out there and their sign said homeless veteran. And I was like,
schools in this country don't have
let's not even talk about the schools.
We can't even fucking
let's not even talk about the schools. Let's not do it. Let's do it.
So you can raise $6 million in 48 hours.
Woo! But if I did a GoFundMe for the schools, I bet you I couldn't get that.
You could get $6,000 6 years.
I probably couldn't.
But the thing about it is,
couldn't get enough money to go to Staples.
Like the former president said,
like the gas money, just to put in your car, 2 Staples.
No, couldn't even drive to Staples.
Like the former president said, what's the tool to beat your wall? A fucking ladder. You build a 6-foot wall. I'm about 8-foot ladder.
Actually, they had demos because you got to give it to the Mexican community. They are hilarious. They showed how to get over the wall without ladders.
Well, you saw when they found those tunnels. You do know they're tunnels, Donald. They're tunnels that go under.
No,
shit, that was in the show.
They was doing basically all of them got together, worked together to climb on each other's back, get on top of the wall, and lifted each other up.
Right.
So either way, they didn't even need a ladder. It was hilarious.
But again, like I said, that's not even how the majority of the people who are illegal are coming into this country.
A lot of them, they marry egotistical, ignorant, self-centered millionaires. Come over here.
That's how they get in the country.
And then he's trying to become president, and then their parents come over for inauguration, and then they never leave. That's how a lot of immigrants get over here.
Right. Right.
That's
all. Her parents still here?
Yeah. They're naturalized citizens now. They're naturalized citizens now. Y'all didn't know that?
How long that take?
They're legal now.
How long that take?
This happened a couple of months ago. So
how long they been working on that? I'm just trying.
That's the question. How long have they been working on it?
I had something common to say. How long?
It couldn't be no worse than what you done already said.
Oh, so I want to take her to swallow.
Okay, what? Okay, what? So the prediction is, honestly, I just feel like I don't know how long he's willing to play this game of chicken. But at the end of the day, everybody's turning against you in the process, which works for me. Works for me.
They driving like flies.
It works for me.
I'm trying to run for president next term. I can't be messing around with you, son.
Right. It works for me. So the more you play that game, the more your ratings. The more your polls fall and everything else. Now we have a Democratic. Right. We have a Democratic House of Representatives coming in. The numbers are a little bit more even on the Senate side. So like your days of just dominating shit are done. And if you couldn't get your fucking wall when you had the numbers, you damn sure not getting no wall now.
Country's going down in flames.
I mean, they gave you some money. They just didn't give you $5 billion. They gave him some money. It's not like they didn't give him anything.
Nobody gave him nothing.
Well, what they're saying is we don't have a problem paying for border control. I mean, border security, but we're not going to pay for a wall.
Like, he might as well quit Well, who's he gonna get to build the wall? The same people that's
trying to put out.
No, the same people that's doing maintenance at his hotels and
he's not paying.
He's not paying.
Well, he's had a rough week. You saw me. He had to dissolve his quote unquote charity.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, he had a bad week.
Oh.
I didn't give a damn about it.
Ooh, child.
All right.
Bless his heart.
Ooh, child.
And here we go.
Anyway,
concert going.
No, we're not gonna do the concert. But yeah, so we have. Anyway, I predict that the shutdown be over. I just feel bad for the people who are losing a paycheck in the interim right here at the holidays. Like, I just think
at the longest, I could see maybe Valentine's Day.
Oh, that's a long time.
That's a long time.
That's what I said, at the longest.
For the government to be shut down, that's a long time.
But last time, how long was it? 3-4 weeks?
No, the last time. Okay, so this is the third or fourth time the government's been shut down since he's been president, which is less than 2 years. The last time it was shut down for any significant period of time, I really think it was about 3 weeks. I think it was about 3 weeks. Now they got their money back. That was under Obama when Ted, what's his name? Ted Cruz and them shut it down.
Right. Okay. Yeah.
So that was under Obama, and I really think that was about 3 weeks. I think, give or take, it was about 3 weeks.
Fair enough.
But I mean, the good thing is that usually they get their money, but that's not guaranteed. That's not a guarantee that they'll get paid. Right. They'll get back paid.
I work for the federal government.
Right. That's been a courtesy. It wasn't a guarantee.
But then they turn around and tax the hell out of it.
Well, of course, because it's a lump sum pay.
Right. I know. Yeah. I work for the.
So you would work for the federal government. So how long do you remember y'all were out for?
It was about. It was
like 3 weeks.
When I was there, I was like at the tail end of it.
Oh, okay.
But I couldn't actually do my job at the end of it because I didn't have any money to fund any of the
stuff you were supposed to be doing.
I had no funding. It was kind of like,
that's what I'm saying. I think if I remember correctly, it was more than 2 weeks, less than 3. I think somewhere in that.
It was during the time the budget's supposed to be gotten approved.
Yeah, because it was in the fall. It was in the fall. But it wasn't this late in the fall. Like, it was before the holidays, but it was in the fall. If I remember correctly, it was like October, November-ish.
Yeah, it was around.
It was like, hey, Will, the AC is not working in Annex. I don't know what you want me to do. There's no. Nothing I can do with that. I can't give GSA no money.
There's nothing I can do with that.
Nothing I can do with that.
Well, we will see what ends up happening. So there was another thing that hit the news this week that it went viral. The young man in New Jersey that was a wrestler,
right? Who
they forced him to cut his dreads.
The
referee did, right? It wasn't. The rule stated that you can't wrestle if your ears come below. Your hair comes below your ears. However, you can wear a cap. He had been wearing a cap to cover up his dreads
whole season.
But this particular referee said that's not good enough. You got to cut your dreads. And so there's a picture that went viral of his coach hastily just chopping his dreads off before the game. Because at that point, you forfeit your match, and it doesn't just hurt you, it hurts your whole team.
Right.
And again, if this young man is wrestling for scholarships, if he's you never know what else was in play if he were to what's the word? Surrender. What's the word? Forfeit that particular match. And so now they said that the ref is under they fired him. He's not allowed to referee anymore, and that the whole thing is under investigation. But my question to you guys as parents, first of all, what would your reaction be as a parent if you were on the sideline and you saw this ruckus going on and you saw them scissors come out?
It wouldn't have cut my child's hair, not for that, especially because it didn't seem like the coach really protested that much.
Yeah, I feel like if the coach had really,
you know what I'm saying, he could have got a.
Right. And depending on the team may have stood behind him. I don't know, but I know if that were my teammate, I would support him.
I commend him for being able in that
the fact that
moment to put the team before his own, whether he had the locks.
He went ahead and said okay because
religious or
right. That's the other thing. You don't know what his reasons for having locks were. There's certainly a lot of people who have religious reasons for having locks, or spiritual, I shouldn't say religious, spiritual reasons for having locks. Well, some people, I still say the coach and the team, it was just kind of like this is what's happening. Yeah, I was kind of like what you want to do.
I think the ref probably been gunning for him for a while.
You think?
And the thing about it is, you knew it was a knee-jerk reaction. It was either get him out or cut his hair. Either way, you would win. So I think you sprung him at the last minute for a reason. Now, as a parent, when the scissors came out,
I want it popping.
No, honestly, when the scissors came out, I would have came down on the floor to find out what was going on.
Yeah, and I definitely would have walked down there.
I wouldn't have ran necessarily to where they were because I do believe there should be some barrier between parent and coach. That's why you allow your child on the team to be coached.
Right.
But I would want to know because that's not just a wrestling thing. That's something that's going to be carried on beyond that mat. I would know what's going on.
I'm with you.
And I would have. Now, as a parent, I would have fought for my child to have that haircut, and especially the way they did, you just randomly chopping off his head, hair, yeah. Now, if the referee gave some attitude, then they're going to hold up.
I think I would have been on. I think I would have been on the ref immediately.
Yeah.
You said what?
I think I'd have been on the ref immediately.
Yeah, I mean, I think
I would have been on the ref.
Because I definitely would have jumped in it. Like, there's no ifs, ands, or buts that I'd have been down there like, whoa, and whoa.
And pull out your rule book to show me in black and white. Don't tell me what you heard. Don't tell me what you thought you saw. Pull out your rule book and show me.
Well, the fact that he had been wrestling all season.
That's what I'm saying. Show me what he's been doing all season.
Yeah, he's been wearing that cap all season. So
if nothing has changed last night or whatever, then no, put your cap on, baby, and go get him the mat.
Yeah.
And he won.
Yeah, he won. He definitely won. Well, I think that's part of
he won.
And I think that's part of the reason why, because why he did it is because, like I said, he's a successful wrestler. Like this isn't like a temporary thing. Like he's a successful wrestler. So I don't know. Yeah, but I read today that that the referee has been banned from refereeing any more matches this year. And in that particular county or district or whatever, and that the whole thing is under investigation.
He needs to be banned from refereeing to that young man.
I think he needs to be fired from refereeing, period. Because I don't understand your reasoning behind it. Even I'm sure there was a conversation.
That'd be a hell of a judgment. I would love to see that judgment.
What?
You cannot wrestle. You cannot referee anymore until that man's hair grows back.
Now that would be I would like that. That would be a good sentence. That would be a good sentence. Because I just feel like
you're done.
What is your reason? And I can't believe that there wasn't a conversation had that said he's been doing this all year and it hasn't been a problem. Like I can't imagine that his coach or whomever did not have the conversation to explain, hey, he's been doing this all year and there hasn't been an issue. What is your issue?
I think it was an issue of you saw the success behind him. You saw the greatness
that wasn't the first time.
Do y'all think it was
that wasn't the first time?
Do you think there was a the ACLU is
that wasn't the first time that referee has refereed his matches.
No.
You think so?
I don't.
That's what I said beginning. I think he's been gunning for him for a while, and this is your way. He ain't gonna make it. He ain't gonna get that far. He ain't gonna make it. And now he's gonna get there. I don't care if the rules state that you have to wear a cap. Why not let him wear the cap instead of telling him you have to cut your hair?
Yeah,
that shit is bogus.
Cutting his hair is so drastic. That is such a drastic thing to do, is to make somebody cut their hair. That is so long term. It's not permanent, obviously, but it's so long term. That's ridiculous to me.
That's what I'm saying. He's been, you know how long it takes just to grow hair.
I can see him saying, I need you to put some extra bobby pins in there, like something.
Tie down,
rewrap that.
Something. Rewrap that. That's bullshit. Yeah, I agree. Who's that made that comment? I can't see shit. Raphael, I agree, Raphael. Yeah. I agree. I don't know why I can't see nothing.
But I'm like, it should have been fought. If I saw them scissors come out, I will be taking my child and I will let him wrestle. Because that's not right.
Yeah, like I said, it would have been another conversation. It'd have been another video going viral. It would have been a video of me cussing a whole bunch of people out because I'm not doing that.
Listen, I honestly, I necessarily would have taken my child, like you said earlier, classic. You punish him, the team loses and everything like that. So but I would have. It would have been a delay in match or game or however they do it in wrestling.
He was old enough to be able to make his own decision, so I probably would have let him make that decision to decide whether he was going to cut it or not. But I definitely would have let him know, look, I support your decision not to. And I would do whatever we need to do to support. You know what I mean? I would have definitely let him know that I supported that.
For me,
it would have been clear that everybody would have known. This ain't over.
No,
you have to be decided.
It definitely ain't over.
But for me, while he's deciding what he's going to do, I want the ref to show me in writing where it says he cannot wrestle like he's been wrestling all season long.
Well, the fact that he's been doing it all season says he can do it.
I'm the fact that you can't come to me and say, "Oh, well, last night, this morning, we changed the rules." You don't have it in writing, so we're not doing it. But
we're definitely not going to do that.
Like I said, he would have. The ref punishment would be you cannot wrestle until his head go back to where it was.
Yeah, we're not doing that. Hell no. But I like that. You can't referee until my son dreads are where they were when he met you, bitch. That would have been. I would have put the explanation.
From the day you cut it,
biatch. Yeah.
That's a really bitch moment. Really,
that is a really bitch moment. Exactly.
Look, do some, especially depending on the size of the town and where they were from. Do some research. The referee's godson or college roommate's son might have been in the wrestling match.
You mean okay? I didn't know where she was going with that.
No.
What? I mean, you can't. Come on now. Make ain't that bad.
It might have been.
Swallow.
Thank you, Will.
Do you know me?
Thank you, Face.
I'm just.
But it would have been.
Whatever. She would have.
That would have been look into because the boy who got 4 days for raping that girl or whatever that short time for raping that girl. This was.
A few years back. Yeah.
No, this was recently. The judge, the bailiff, the boy, the rapist, his attorney, the prosecutor, and the judge all connected to Baylor University. Shit like that happens.
No, it definitely happens. Absolutely, it does. Absolutely does.
Check the ref.
What Raphael say? What Raphael say?
Face.
What? I can't.
Me as a parent, I would not let my child wrestle. Oh, he just kind of came back and reworded it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Right.
But we agree with you. We definitely. Well, I agree with you. So, Mick, you wanted to touch on something that sort of comes up, on a yearly basis when we start talking about the whole commercialization of this season.
Yeah.
Now, my attitude about it is what it is. I feel like it's up to individual parents and family to let their children know the reason for the season, whatever that reason is for your family. Because, see, everybody's reason ain't the same.
Right.
So whatever the reason for the season is for your family, whether you are Catholic, whether you are Jewish, whether you celebrate Kwanzaa, whatever the reason for the season is for you. I don't necessarily have a problem with the whole commercialization of it because I think that is individual as to who's going to take it to the next level. I mean, you know what I mean? Like take it too far. You know what I mean? But what were you doing?
My reason
because now we're getting Prince and Michael Jackson songs and commercials now.
Just go in here.
Well, my thought was this. I don't not even about the whole. You and I've had that discussion about to Santa or not to Santa.
Right.
To Santa or not to Santa.
Yeah, but my thought was more so of the
Don Pablo's wife should be here for this one.
People feeling as though it's Christmas. Right. So this year Christmas is on a Tuesday. So people are like, oh, we got to get together. It's Christmas. So fuck you on Monday, fuck you on Wednesday, but we family and kumbaya on Tuesday. I don't like that part of it. And I had one of my good friends, somebody came to her and was like, oh my God, you don't have your Christmas lights up. Why you in her damn yard and what's she doing?
You don't have your Christmas lights up?
Yeah, she have her outdoor Christmas lights.
I don't have no Christmas lights.
But she just only puts it.
I don't have no tree.
But as far as
I got 2 Christmas decorations. I got a Scrooge at my front door and a wreath on my door. That's all I got for you.
As far as
right?
I
mean, I don't have kids. If I had kids, I would do more. It's just me.
All right.
You
said
know
that like with an exclamation point. It's just
me.
me.
I'm just saying, like.
But I don't know.
As far as commercialization, my thought is just you got to put a price on everything. And then over the government shutdown, y'all still want to push stuff and still want to make people feel as though you have to get gifts and you got to buy this and you got to buy that. But what happens to the whole spirit, whether it's to Santa or not to Santa, but what happens to the whole spirit of getting together just because? I think people use the holidays as a bullshit reason to let go of the guilt because I ain't seen you the other 360 some days out the year. So then we're gonna force all this fucking love, like on
I'm gonna force all this fucking love on you.
Yeah, like
don't you force your love on me?
Like what's my movie Above the Rim with Tupac and Leon?
No love here. No love.
He was like, "Why you walking away from me? We had a fucking family moment here." Y'all remember that part?
Yeah.
Okay.
Above the Rim? Yeah.
I got
Above
it.
the Rim.
Yeah.
Okay.
But my thought, it's like now you want to force everybody.
Analogies be throwing me off sometimes, but go ahead.
What do you got? I seen the movie.
I've seen the movie.
You remember that part?
20 years ago.
But that was a pivotal moment.
Right. Tupac.
Come on, man.
Where you going? We have no
Above the Rim is not one of those movies that's in my rotation. The Above
Really?
the Above the Rim soundtrack is pretty damn good, but
Yeah,
the movie itself,
Really? Leon was in. I'm sorry.
That's why the Five Heartbeats is in regular rotation, or the Temptations movie. He's not all that he seems. Okay, that's enough.
And so yeah, so I would like for us one day to kind of pull back and take it back to the days where you give people some popcorn for Christmas and a inside cheer to you and move the fuck on.
When was how often do we really just get together? Like, you know what I'm saying?
But the thing is, we used to. I think with life, I think with kids, I think with things that have happened, we don't get together as much as we used to. But think about it. We used to get together a lot.
The Fat Boy said fuck Christmas?
Yep. Oh, okay.
All right.
All right then.
That's how you feel.
Fat Boy.
What's up, Fat Boy? I'm gonna go ahead and let that go on through. But again, now I will say this for myself. I used to be the type of person that bought gifts for everybody. Mm-hmm. Oh, I bought gifts for everybody.
So why did you need to do that?
I didn't feel the need to do it. I like buying gifts, and I like to try to find a gift that I think would.
You don't have to wait till Christmas.
That people will appreciate. And what did he say?
The only thing I want for Christmas is another
bottle of Jack.
Well, I'm with you on that one. I'm with you on that one, Fat Boy. I'm with you on that one.
There's a time limit on how long it's gonna be here, though.
Yeah, it's definitely a time limit.
I'm just saying. Mm-hmm. Just saying.
But I mean, for me. My reason for doing it wasn't because I felt pressure. It wasn't because people bought, because I would buy gifts for people who didn't buy me anything. Mm-hmm. I love, contrary to me not having a whole lot of, because I don't have a lot of decorations. I love this time of year. I love Christmas. I love Christmas music. I love Hallmark movies. I love Christmas. But I would buy Christmas gifts because
Hallmark movies.
I love it. The Sound of Music, all of that. It's a Wonderful Life, all that shit. But for me,
all that shit.
Miracle on 31st.
That wasn't never my movie.
That's actually the remake one with Dylan McDermott.
Who?
Sure.
Okay.
Right. Yep.
Sure.
Okay.
All right.
If that's Dylan McDermott, okay. Mm-hmm.
Word.
Go ahead. No, the Miracle on 34th Street was just never my movie, but It's a Wonderful Life. Christmas Eve, me and my mom always watch it together. That's my mom's favorite movies. Like those, to me, it's more about the memories. To me, it's more about that type of stuff. But okay, my point was, but I got to the point now where I don't anymore. And again, not because I was pressured into doing anything or not doing something. The reason why I stopped doing it like that is because I would look up in February and I would still have Christmas gifts. So what I had to say to myself was, okay, if this is somebody you have not even seen in the last 2 months to give them their gift, at what point was I'm like, okay, maybe this wasn't somebody that needed to be on my list. And, does that make sense?
Yeah.
And so now I'm at a point where I'm like, okay, I will buy gifts for people who I know I'm going to see. And if I, and then I also was like, I'm not going to go into debt for this. Like, I'm not. If I don't have the money, if the money ain't there, or like if I were at the store and I saw something that you were like, I'm like, you know what? I could see Mink with that. Then I will pick it up for you. And it doesn't have to be December. It could be June. And I'd be like, Mink, I got something for you. You know what I mean? Last year I got you guys stuff because I had a bunch of Redskin stuff, right? And I was like, pick something, So like, but I'm not, you know what I mean? Like, I know how to make you happy. A bottle of Jack.
Right. It doesn't even seem like it would make sense to like give me a gift because I'm just bringing it to your house eventually anyway. I might as well just leave it there.
Right. Like if you're gonna buy me Jack, just leave it at the house.
Leave it there. We can do a podcast over there.
And don't drink it all.
Like saying Die Hard is my favorite Christmas movie.
I mean,
actually,
first of all,
Beach Street is my favorite.
Just because it took place at Christmas does not make it a Christmas movie.
That's an ongoing online argument.
Yeah, we're not doing that. Yeah. Now, Beach Street has that Christmas moment, but Beach Street ain't a Christmas movie.
It's a Christmas movie. It had the Santa wrap and everything.
Right, it has that moment, but it's not a Christmas movie.
Sure, it is.
It is not.
It puts me in the holiday spirit.
My favorite Christmas movie is Scrooge.
Wait, which one?
Pick one, don't matter. George C. Scott.
Not the Bill Murray version.
Bill Murray. Staples of
I like the Erica Kane version, the one that used to always come on, where she was Ebby instead of Ebenezer.
Right.
I like that one. I like the Vanessa Williams one they did on VH1. I like that one. I do. I like Scrooge. I like all the different versions of Scrooge. I do. I enjoy Scrooge. I love the new
Disney one when Jim Carrey did the voice of Scrooge. It's a kind of a 3D.
Oh yeah. That one.
I haven't seen that one.
Oh,
is it good?
It's 100% digital.
Oh, really? Okay, yeah, I haven't seen that one. But yeah, now
like it's Polar Express-ish.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I haven't seen Polar Express either.
But you love this time of year.
I do, but that's a kid's movie. I haven't seen it.
The short one loves that daggone movie.
What, Polar Express?
Play 2.5 hours.
Well, when Trey gets old enough, I'm going to take him on the Polar Express. You know, you can actually buy a train ticket, and it's like I'm going to take him on the Polar Express. So by then, I will have seen the movie. Mm-hmm.
All right.
You didn't know that? That's the whole experience.
About this whole Christmas thing. It's just me. So why am I be decorating?
Exactly. See, there you go. Because now, if I was going to have a Christmas party, I would do it because then people are going to be coming. But don't nobody, y'all the only ones that come to my house on a regular basis, and that's to do this. I mean, seriously,
I drop off stuff.
You do drop off stuff. But what I'm saying is, like, even then, like, going back to the whole hanging out thing, like, we used to get together more often. Like
what you doing this weekend?
Nothing, right. Let's play some cards. We'll do whatever. I'm going to tell you what, though. I do have some stuff planned for 2019 that we're going to do. And you're going to participate, damn it.
Oh. What in the entire fuck was that?
Because we're going to do some, because you know what ends up happening? We plan stuff, right? And everybody's like, yeah. And then the closer it gets, then you start getting all these texts and shit. Oh, I can't make it. I got to do such and such. Oh, you know, so-and-so got such and such. Oh, I forgot this happened. Da-da-da-da-da. And then what ends up happening, it just be me and like one other person. And we be like, shit, this could have just been brunch.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So what I mean is we're going to do the shit. I'm going to plan it and y'all are going to show up.
You talking to everybody, or
I'm talking to the crew.
Well, this is
so that's you too, fat boy. You're gonna bring your ass. Ain't nobody seen you in 20 years. I don't even know if you still exist.
I forgot.
Well, he's typing right, like he's.
I don't care. That could be somebody pretending to be him. I don't know.
But you know what's funny?
You see him on a regular basis. I don't even see him.
No, I don't.
See, so how do you know he's real? Like Santa Claus. Is he real?
Because he put his FanDuel up.
That could be somebody else.
I don't think anybody gonna sign up, hack somebody FanDuel and pay their money for him.
I'm just saying. He stole my money this week too. I got my eyes on him.
Well, you know, I've been working on. If somebody say if I agree to do something, I go in and put it in my phone right then and there and set an alert. Because if somebody else come back and say, "Hey, you want to do something?" Oh,
so you don't double book.
I got something. I think that's a lot of time what you're saying happens. Oh, it's great in that moment, in that feel good moment. But then weeks down the line, somebody say, "Hey, you want to go do this?" Yeah. You're not thinking about the first event.
Let me tell you something hilarious. I'll just be like, "Yeah, sure, I'll go," because I just assume it's gonna be canceled. Like I automatically, like the last 3 things I got invited to didn't happen.
That's sad.
So it's just like, all right, whatever.
But this year was supposed to be okay. So this year was going to be 2018 was going to be my year of yes. I think I remember. I think I talked about that. Yep. Okay, I didn't do that great with it, but I'm refreshing it, and I did okay with it. I did better than I did in 2017. I didn't do as well as I wanted to do. Okay. There were still things that I second guessed. There were still things. What he saying?
He says me. Damn it.
I don't know that, twin. I don't know that it's you. So you got to bring your ass around.
Proof of life.
Right, we need proof of life.
Proof of life.
Post a picture on Facebook with today's paper. Something.
Right.
We need proof of life because we don't think it's you.
And I can tell Photoshop.
Was he here last night? Did he come to the party?
No. He ain't asked for a ride.
Uber nigga. Anyway. So, yeah, what is that? I'm sorry. I got distracted by the Santa suit.
Okay. It's a cat Santa.
I don't know what the fuck that is.
All right.
But
for those of you that have the NFL Network,
turn on the NFL Network and look at Rob Wilson's jacket because that's what just got. Wow.
He stopped the whole show.
Wow.
But why look custom made though?
It is custom.
That's gotta be custom.
Who would make that? It's a Santa blazer, but it's cats with Santa hats on. Who would make that? That is definitely a custom made outfit.
No, you can find shit at Walmart.
Wow.
And the castle they was tortured for the picture.
Right.
That's
what?
Bad. That's really bad. So okay. All right. That is wow. All right. So for the second half of the episode,
are we doing podcast out?
What?
Going live somewhere.
Do you want? I mean, I don't.
I was just asking.
I'm confused.
Since we're talking about doing new stuff for 2019.
Oh, you mean like doing like going like what?
Yeah.
What
we going to event and go live.
We could do that. I don't have a problem with
live
that.
on location.
Yeah.
Why not?
I'm cool with it.
I don't have any problem doing live.
So you can see how we really, really, really act.
Hey, yes, bitch. Hi. Just in the hug, I'm trying to, read her name like
Yes. No, that's a he. What's up, Yes TV? How you doing, bitch?
Hi.
All right.
But yeah, so okay, so this is what we're gonna do, and Yes TV, I'm tagging you now. I'm letting you know now you have been tagged, so you're gonna do this.
Right.
So we're gonna do what's called a tag video. On YouTube, they have videos where usually the tag videos are questions, right? And the questions, different variety of stuff. But what it does is you tag other YouTubers, and that's a way for people to get to know other people. And the tag video spreads around, and then so at the end of the video, I'll tag other YouTubers. So if you see the video, you'll say, "Oh shoot, let me go see what their answers were," and it travels around YouTube. And it's a way to build up your viewership and just get out there more. So we're going to do a tag video. So I have the questions here. That's why I've been having this. So I have the questions here. And it's more of like an old school, like hip hop-ish type. A lot of the questions. So that's why I said, once we start talking about these questions, it's going to go left and right.
Okay, fair enough.
See what I'm saying? We ain't even got started yet. So the first question is, and we go name an old school hip hop, R&B, soul, funk, or rock artist, group, song, or band you listen to. Now that's a whole lot to cover. So let's just do one at a time. Name an old school hip hop group that you listen to.
Tribe Called Quest.
Tribe Called Quest. For me, Public Enemy.
I'm about to say she took mine. Straight up Tribe Called Quest.
Well, it could be right. So Tribe Called Quest. R.I.P.
Nice and smooth.
Also is funky, also hip hop junkies. All I wanna do is
in you.
Yeah, I was my whole Rebel Without a Pause moment in my life, so it was Public Enemy. Oh yeah, definitely. Because other than Tongue Twister, who else has been able to?
De La Soul.
Oh, De La Soul.
No go.
Oh yeah, De La Soul was the first. Like they were that whole native tongue
thing. We listened to that joint. The whole De La Soul, that first album.
Yeah, that first 3 feet high rising.
We played that
to death.
The tape pop.
Oh, and that's another thing. To the tape pop. See what I'm saying? Yeah. That was before. That was to the tape pop. Remember doing surgery to your tapes? You had the tape. You had the little tweezers. And
that little part skip, but when no sound.
Remember they put tissue in the tape, so
we ran down many Walkman battery.
Man, that's one of the questions. All right, so we did hip hop. What about R&B? Old school R&B. For me, Lufa.
How old school?
Lufa. Well, I could go all the way back, but I'm thinking about just like my general, childhood.
Okay, anybody know me? Y'all know who it is. It's New Edition.
Well, okay, I thought that went without saying. Definitely New Edition.
Sadie.
The Roots. Oh yes.
Sade.
Yes.
Sade
was my first CD, and I'll get back to that in a minute. That was the first CD I ever owned.
The tape pop. Did it?
What happened?
Yeah, probably. He said the tape pop twice. I'm like, it probably did.
It probably.
Because it's all three of us sharing like the same, like one person bought this one.
All three of y'all were sharing the tape.
And we was like, yo, it's my turn.
Those were the days.
Right.
It was before we had a dual cassette player.
I'm about to say, y'all didn't have a dual cassette where you could just make a dub for somebody?
I had the dual cassette player, we was just recording.
Because I had the LL Cool J radio joint on lock. With the speakers that came off.
Right.
Yeah. Oh, man. Deborah, how did you get here? Still my song. Because I say that every time I date somebody new, I be like, how did you get here? Because I like being single. And I be like, how the fuck did I start dating you? You know what I mean?
Right.
That's my theme song.
What entity did you make a deal with to get here?
Right. Like, how you get here? Nobody's supposed to be here. Yeah, that's okay. But definitely, Deborah Cox is definitely like underrated. Like, she don't get the props she deserves. Like, she really does not.
She didn't. Brian McKnight, Murray Brian McKnight. That single. No.
Yeah, because when Brian McKnight was in love,
when Julia left his ass.
When the wife left, because them first two, but the breakup album was good too. It was the after breakup, because that breakup album was
when he was back on the market.
That was the hard. Yeah, when he was like,
trying to do something.
Because let me tell you something. He said Lucis Lining and Charlie Brown. Okay.
And Charlie.
Yeah, he gave it to you. Now, anything after that, we definitely got the guy. But anything after that,
what happened to Music?
Music Soul Child?
Yeah, did he?
Yes, One Last Cry.
Yes. Let me tell you something. I remember seeing Brian McKnight before he was Brian McKnight. Brian McKnight was at UBC.
Hey, you see the little girl that tried to cover the Blackstreet song? Fat Boy, the video that's been out.
That the girl
in the playground tried to remake, as Mink said, the girl in the playground tried to remake that. It was terrible.
You know who else?
How can I ease the pain?
Yes. Oh my gosh. Yes.
And what's your girl?
Shantae Moore too. Huh?
Shantae.
But before she fell in love, before she started dating Kadeem,
the White House, she's outside walking the horse,
and she's got the duo with Keith Washington. Remember Keith Washington? Oh, yes, honey. That CD was everything. See, that's when you used to listen to whole CDs.
I got 5 on. That's a Loonies.
Jeanne.
I got 5 on.
Zane. They need to. First of all, this is what I need for Jeanne to do. One, I need an unsung. I need a BET or a TV One unsung on Jeanne, and I need y'all to do a reunion album and tour. I'm there. That's what I need from Jeanne. That's my order for 2019. Because you know both of them are still doing music, but they're just not together. One's husband is like a really big jazz artist, and she does music with him, and then the other one I think does like.
Raphael, he don't have cable.
Who don't have cable?
Raphael don't have cable. He's just like,
what they got to do with anything, Raphael?
So the rest of us have to suffer?
He said I don't have cable.
Get the Red TV now. I got that.
He said things I like the weekend vibe. It gives me okay. I don't.
No, he asked whose song I got 5 on.
Oh, I got 5 on. Yeah, I got 5 on it. Yeah. And I never was a weed smoker, so the song, it was cool, but it was over my head. Because my thing is, because we were poor college students, so we got 5 on it. That meant we was on our way to go get a bottle of E&J. 5 on a bottle of E&J. Jesus Christ. Yeah, Irk and Jerk. Whew. Irk and Jerk. No, don't. You've had some Irk and Jerk hangovers. Whew. You have had some Irk and Jerk hangovers.
I had one.
Mad Dog 2020, Irk and Jerk. And let's not forget Cisco.
I went to work one time with some Mad Dog. I took a 5th of Mad Dog.
Oldie.
Ooh, how did you do that?
How did you live?
Right. How did you do that?
I was in my 20s.
Ooh.
Man, I used to go to work Kinko's drunk and all the time.
For what?
I had the overnight shift.
Oh, well, yeah.
It was overnight. It wasn't nobody in the store with me.
I mean, you know, my thing is like.
Maybe show up.
Okay, so we're getting off. This is what we do. I knew we was going to get off topic. Okay.
Next.
Okay. The next one is funk. Well, okay. Rick James for me. Funk. Rick James falls in the funk, right?
I guess so. We'll put it because I
falls in the funk.
Bill Clinton.
Well, obviously.
George Clinton.
George Clinton. Bill on Arsenio. He did the jazz. The jazz funk. They call it jump.
Robots. You just thought.
It's a fusion. Jazz and funk. Call it jump.
I'm gonna go with Rick James.
But Rick James was my dear.
Who else? What's the next category?
Okay, so the next one. Hold on.
Bootsy.
Well, definitely Bootsy. What about
Parliament? All right. Well. Yeah.
What about
Parliament scared me as a kid. I really listened to him.
Parliament scared you. What? Bill Clinton?
I
mean, damn, you got me saying Bill Clinton now.
Somebody came out with some
power suggestion.
Somebody came out with no shirt on and some knee-high space boots. Walked out of a spacecraft. And that shit just freaked me out. I think I was like 4.
That sounds like Bootsy.
That was he was playing with Parliament.
Yeah, that's
that's
the video. And then let's not forget my boy. It's a Family Affair.
Slide and Family Stone.
Yeah, Slide and Family Stone, and then Larry Graham played for Slide and Family Stone. You know. All right. So the next one is
a huge
rock artist. Okay, so for me, I was really into rock music. For me, it was Guns N' Roses, Bon Jovi. I used to like Kiss.
What's your
You said Metallica?
Metallica.
Probably one of my favorite rock songs is Stairway to Heaven by Led Zeppelin. Isn't it Led Zeppelin?
I think so. Yeah.
You said Billy Idol. You like Billy Idol? Okay, I can see Billy Idol.
I
remember Friday Night Videos. That's why I used to give my rock face. Friday Night Videos used to give me my rock face.
Mine is I don't have any old school rock, but my new school rock is seriously, it's Nickelback and Maroon 5.
We know we've done the whole Nickelback. Is Maroon 5 doing the Super Bowl this year?
Yes. Stop me the line.
They are.
Don't stop me the line.
They're doing the Super Bowl this year, right?
And they're trying to find somebody.
You'll find one.
Travis Scott, I think, signed on to do.
Come on, check out a couple of rocks. Listen to the older rock. You know, you'll find something. Rock music.
Get Nickelback All the right.
You know what's funny? If you listen, like if you have a rock
is
conversation,
Nickelback considered rock?
Red Hot Chili Peppers. All right.
I used to love me some Red Hot Chili Peppers. The sad thing was I liked the high Anthony Kiedis, and that's sad, ain't it?
Wow.
That's sad. I should want him to be.
If you have this conversation, like rock group, you say Nickelback to a person that actually loves
that's
rock
what I'm
music,
saying. Like
they would punch you in the face. Like they'd be upset.
They wouldn't punch her in the face.
Nah, I'm just saying they would be like.
Oh, I'm about to say
they would want to.
They wouldn't punch her in the face.
They would want to.
It's like
that's not rock music.
That's right.
Just like how we talk about what's not rap or what's not hip hop or whatever.
Right.
They be like, who did you just name? Out of here.
Sure.
Yeah. So okay. So all right. So the next one is we got rock group.
Rolling Stones. All right.
I like the Rolling Stones. I do. I like the Rolling Stones.
I couldn't tell you none of their songs, but I want an AC/DC t-shirt. So if any fans. But I want the AC/DC and Rhinestones now.
Actually, I think Keisha's working on that.
What, learn how to do rhinestones?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool. We're still waiting on our really bitch shirts from y'all.
Word.
Yes, Silk.
Y'all.
I love Silk. Yes. Okay, R. Kelly.
Silk. Okay. No. See, but no. Now we were talking about this the other night. If I take away, if I'm just talking strictly music with R. Kelly, yes. But if I'm going to, add in the whole, he's a predator thing, well, maybe not.
Tina Turner. All right. Well, I mean, yeah.
What's Tina Turner considered rock? Her and Ike were together. Was she considered rock?
Depending on what songs you was playing.
Yeah, it depends. It does depend on which song.
Because Proud Mary
on that on that R. Kelly thing, it was hilarious last night. I'm playing, and it's like we're playing R&B. Like I got the whole. It's like R. Kelly keep coming up. I'm like, come on, man, R. Kelly would go great right here. But it's like it's kids here. Like I'm like, can I even play this?
Yeah,
like, can I even play this right now? I'm like, God damn it. Everybody's having a good time.
Remember 90s was the best time for like movie soundtracks. Because like some of my best CDs from that time period are still soundtracks from movies. Touch Me Tease You was Nutty Professor.
Like I said, soundtrack I was sold the movie.
It did. Love Jones. Boomerang is still one of my favorite Love Jones CD. Boomerang that had End of the Road on it. That had Tony Braxton, Love Should Have Brought You Home. Like, oh my gosh. Above the Rim soundtrack. I mean, goes without saying, 5 Heartbeat soundtrack.
Which was the movie?
What was that movie with Tretch and your boy from
Jason's
Lyrics soundtrack?
You can't say nobody don't want to be saved.
What did she say?
That's Jason's Lyrics.
Man, that was like about saying to rub on these things. Like what?
Don't be putting a biscuit in the oven, you don't want butter and it pop out.
That was my movie though, yeah. That was my movie.
He came back. Oh, this is cake for me? And palm that.
That was anyway. Okay. We were talking about pizza. Okay, that's another conversation. All right. Number 2. Now this is
the Waiting to Exhale soundtrack.
Yes, yes, the Waiting to Exhale.
And I didn't realize this movie now is almost 16 years old, 13, 15. Damn. But Dreamgirls. Yeah. That was a nice ass sound.
It hasn't been that long.
Yeah.
Even for a non-Beyonce fan like myself.
Yeah, I
can appreciate
comment, but I want
I can appreciate the listen. Because that's my joint. Listen.
I mean, that's okay.
But let me tell you something. I did not like Listen until I saw the movie. And I saw how it was placed in the movie and the significance of it. Yes. I wasn't crazy about it until then. But once I saw it in the movie, I was like...
the 90s was only like 10 years ago, right?
Huh?
Now...
number
2, we are only on number 2, y'all. Number 2, have you ever attended or thrown a house party and or block party? Now, this is a dumb question because the answer for me is an unequivocal hell yes. I know you have.
Yeah, just recently as yesterday.
Yeah.
And in the 90s, my house was known as Club Mary's.
Okay, Club Mary's. Now, we used to have, this my parents travel a lot. And once we got old enough that they didn't have to take us, a lot of times they wouldn't. We would do like the family vacation, and then my parents would do their thing. So I always had parties, and my thing was, and my parents didn't really trip as long as the house looked like it had some sense when they got back.
Right.
Now, you used to have parties with strippers.
Okay, one, I was grown and had my own place. Let's just start there. So,
had the strippers.
I was grown and had my own place, and it was their suggestion. Hey, let's do a party at your place
with strippers.
What man is going to refuse that? Wait, I don't have to do nothing but open my door to
strippers. Tina Turner. Yeah, okay. Yes, God, that way. Yes, wait, next.
I'm just saying, don't hate on me.
He said, I got drunk and realized there were too many people. Yeah, see, that's the thing. You have to make sure that you kept a pretty good. When you threw a house party, there was a happy medium between a great party and out of control. Yes. And you had to make sure that you could maintain that balance between a great party and fucking out of control.
When I was really throwing house parties, I ain't had nothing. I really had no furniture.
We had a party one time.
So it didn't even matter. I didn't care.
It didn't matter.
We had a party one time at Club Mary's, and the neighbors called the police on us twice.
Did the police join in?
They came. The fucked up part was I went to school with the girl that lived next door to us. So the second time she called the police was like,
so you ain't invited to the party? Oh, well, that's why she called the police. You always got to invite the neighbors.
I didn't like her, so she would come to my house.
Well,
I mean,
you always got to invite the
I'm about to say I could
and then
see
her
that
mama,
like I already gonna be her answer. Like,
and then her mama stole my mama's plant. So fuck her. Fuck you and the host real then. And your host's mama and your mama's mama.
Stole the plant.
No. Yeah, my mom's got these really beautiful plants.
Right.
She put one on the back porch to get some sunlight. And she sold the plant off my back porch.
First Queen, in my college days, house parties were the best.
Absolutely. Hey, Corday. Hey, how you doing?
So what we did was after police at the second time, we took my brother these really big speakers and subwoofers.
Yeah, well, you had to have.
So we turned around and pushed them towards the wall and turned that shit all the way up.
Oh,
that's hilarious.
That's that stuff right there. That's no.
I'm not petty run deep.
Oh, we know that.
Nah, I mean,
we know your petty run is real deep.
So
real deep. But yeah, definitely. And I'm gonna tell you one time. Let me tell you who else used to throw the best house parties with my cousin Troy. Rest in peace. But Troy would throw the best house parties. People would be inviting me to my cousin Troy party. Didn't know we was cousins. I'd be like,
yo, Troy had that party.
He'd be like, yo, I'm going to this house party this weekend. You trying to roll? I'm like, all right, cool. Where is it? And they would say the address. My house. Okay. Right. Just don't let Auntie know I was at the party when you get cold.
Really, Fat Boy? What difference does it make if I talk about the parties? You still single?
What Fat Boy say?
He said, stop
talking about strip parties. It's like you still single.
First of all, Fat Boy, it was 20 years ago. I don't think anyone's getting in trouble.
Was it just one?
Okay, well, however long ago it was. But he's the one married, not you. So if he don't care about talking about it, why do you care?
Nigga.
And you don't exist because ain't nobody seen you in 20 years. How about that? All right, question number 3. Now this is a dumb question for the people, for the three of us, but well, okay.
All right, the time. All right. So.
Like, hello. Hey, how y'all doing?
Hey.
Hi. We're taping. We're live.
Live. We're live.
Hello.
Live.
Keisha like, what? Sorry. That's what happens when you be live at people's house.
Right.
So number 4.
Especially at my house.
Right.
Everybody's walking around here like they live here.
Right. So number 3, here's a dumb question for the three of us. Have you ever owned a record player and or cassette tape Walkman?
Yes.
Yeah. I used to put my cassette tape Walkman in my bed, hit play with my headphones on, and fall asleep.
I mean, the question would be how many did I have? Because I was hard on the Walkman. Like the headphones, all that. I was hard on all of that. That will break down in a minute. Like the batteries. Invest a lot in the batteries.
Stayed at the Radio Shack. You had to buy the 24-pack.
Right. Yes, you did.
For $5.
Take me on right.
They don't sell.
Right. Exactly. And a record player, definitely had the record player. I used to try to pretend like I could mix and scratch.
I inherited the reel and everything else.
Now my parents had A-track. My parents had an A-track.
My auntie had one.
Yeah, my parents had an A-track. I never really got into the whole A-track thing, but my parents had one of them.
Well, she only had Bing Crosby Christmas and shit like that.
What you talking about, Fat Boy? Who cares? I don't know them.
What? He said, what happened at the party stays at the party. It's not Vegas. First of all, again, it was 20 years ago. Let it go.
He still got people that pay attention to shit. So
who? All these people. Man, get off his feet. Man. No, get off his feet.
That's the most you done said in 20 years. Shut up, Chris. So, okay. All right. So now my question is, I know for myself, I had a hard time transitioning. Like, I did not embrace CD players. Did y'all embrace CDs?
No, I didn't.
I didn't. I had a hard time transitioning to CDs. I didn't like.
I mean, that's who you're talking to. Yes. As soon as they came out, I had.
Really?
It's.
I ain't
the first
trusted.
CD I ever saw was Ice Cube's America Cup. With
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Because one of my brothers,
America's Most Wanted.
America's Most Wanted. Thank you. And I went to his house, Pastor. I went to Pastor house.
Not Pastor.
Oh,
I honestly think my first CD was a Trespass soundtrack.
Wow. My first CD I said already was Sade, and it was because it was a Christmas present. I mean, a birthday present. My parents bought me remember the 3-dish changer joint? Mm-hmm. That was my birthday gift, and so they bought me Sade. I was like, why?
The 3-dish changer with the dual cassette at the bottom.
Yeah, that with the dual cassette at the bottom. Like that was my birthday gift that year, and I was like, I don't want this.
I just got rid of that not too long ago.
I don't know what happened to mine. Somewhere between dorm rooms and I mean, somewhere between somewhere it stopped working. I think like it stopped moving, so I could only listen to one CD at a time, and I just totally I just got rid of it.
Pastor, he bought he had bought the American CD, and then he bought a 5-disc CD changer. So that's how I came to his house to see it. But the first CD I ever bought, I don't know why. Oh, BMG. The mail CD thing, order through the mail.
Oh yes, that's what the majority
KMG,
of
Columbia.
I'm about to say that was what the majority, and then you start making up fake names. That was like the majority of my CD collection came from them.
But my first CD I purchased was I'll Be Sure first CD. I still got it. I still have it.
I can tell you how I feel about you night and day.
I like having one of 2 different songs. Hey.
What are you singing? Off of your own?
Rescue Me.
Yeah, Rescue Me. Remember he was doing this in the video? Like hard as hell, right? Yeah.
Fast as well.
Right, it was hard. He was doing that joint.
The Boys to Men CD.
Yeah, the first one, Cooley High Harmony. Yeah, Boys to Men, but the ooh, yeah, that's still some baby making right there.
My husband sings it.
Oh,
I had that
CD. Right.
I think that was a TMI moment.
That Mary J. Blige, what's the full? Yeah.
I don't want to. Oh yeah, what's the 411? And then remember the remix?
But yes,
remix?
Bitch, I bought the remix one. I never got the original.
Oh, you didn't?
The remix.
The original,
and I still have it.
Remember they made the original so she can make some money because she didn't make no money off the first one. Oh.
I bought the remix one.
Okay. Number 4. What was your favorite corner store snack and or candies as a child?
Jingles. They were these little.
Oh, I remember Jingles. They were like the bootleg now later.
Yes, but they were smaller.
They were softer. And they were softer because now later are soft, but before they were hard.
Teeth cracking.
I'm so sorry. I was on the now and later.
Yeah, banana now later.
You ain't now later.
Banana now later. A bag of salt, vinegar, potato chips, and a Pepsi.
Okay.
I just suspended over now.
Wait a minute, hold up.
Remember Mystics?
Yes.
I would give Mystics.
Grape strawberry flavor Mystics.
I like the vanilla peach. Because I thought that, in my mind, I was like, I'm drinking a cooler.
Do y'all remember? Okay, speaking of, do y'all remember Apple Slice?
It was right next to the Bones Farm.
I don't really remember Slice.
Y'all remember Slice? They came out with Apple Slice. That shit like beer.
Okay, yeah. I remember now. I know what you're talking about. What about, so now, what flavor now latest? Because see, I don't like the banana.
It didn't matter.
Oh, you just like the now latest.
It didn't even matter.
When did you know that it was now and later?
When they had the real big pack.
You didn't see
the whole name. Zebra cakes.
Zebra cakes.
I still eat those.
Let me tell you something. Now, I used to like the original Twinkies before they changed the damn flavor.
Slim Jim. Oh my god.
I was never a Slim Jimmer.
Me either.
The sweet rolls, the cherry sweet. It was a pack of 6.
Ooh.
It was basically a pack of diabetes because
that's what it
was. The frosting, the cherry filling, and the sweet cake. I used to kill those.
See, as a little kid growing up, I used to go to ice cream truck and buy dinosaur eggs.
I know what you're talking about. I know what you're talking about.
And my ice cream truck thing was Boston baked beans.
Crybabies, Crybabies. Yeah, I remember Crybabies.
Boston baked.
Remember the Garbage Pail Kids?
Oh,
yeah.
The they were like gummies, but they were like the Garbage Pail Kids. Yeah.
I was like, yeah.
Because now where my elementary school was, there was like a 7-Eleven in one direction, and then directly across the street there was a little. In New York, they would call it like a bodega.
Yes, zebra gum with all the damn flavors. You put that shit.
Yes, the big thick ass packs like this. Yeah.
And
what about Fun Dips? What about Fun Dips?
Fun Dips.
That shit was diabetes.
Yeah, because that was just straight sugar.
That was basically mom. Can I get the mom?
You dipping it with the sugar?
Mom. Can I get the Fun Dip? Mom, come on, mom.
And I used to love my hood soda with some Rock Creek peach.
I was always a Pepsi person. Give me a Pepsi and I'm good. Yes.
Yeah, I was Rock Creek anything.
My inner, hey girl, come on, give me a peach soda. You gonna cross the street, get some.
All right, well,
my
all right, Fab, yeah. Lemonheads.
I don't like sour stuff in my mouth.
Oh, hey. That's what she said.
That's what I said.
That's what she said.
I'm really into Lemonheads.
Lemonheads, Cherry Klein, and Alexander the Great.
And
Johnny.
All that sour, not going in my mouth.
But Johnny Appleseeds weren't sour.
I like Boston baked beans. I did like the Boston baked beans.
Lily Dillies.
What?
I never had those.
I never had Lily Dillies.
Never heard of
What are those?
You know what?
Where you from?
You gotta send a picture.
You gotta tell us, but I don't know. We don't know Lily Dillies.
You know what I've never had being from DC? I've never had
what?
Mary Jane.
Chico sticks.
Yes. What?
How did
you never had one at all?
You never tried it?
I have that much of it, and I didn't think
you didn't like it.
Okay, fair enough. I thought you said you never had it.
Yeah, I'm about to say that you had to try it.
I was older when you got that little piece, and after that, I was like, yeah, I'm good.
Yeah, but if I had, I'm gonna tell you, whatever money I had, I would give me a couple of packs of the banana annihilators because they were the little packs like this. Banana. I like banana anything. I love banana. I love banana everything. I love banana.
I wish I'd have known that because we be throwing banana Laffy Taffy away. I didn't know. Nobody eat it. I didn't know. I did not know that should go in the trash. I will save it for you.
Okay.
How you do that?
I might have some at home.
How you do that? How you do that?
I think the short one kind of. I'm like
Cherry Coke.
Cherry Coke is relatively new.
No, it's not.
I mean, in the sense of like.
Remember cherry wine?
No.
No.
No. Sorry.
They had cherry wine. It was like
I believe you.
Whatever.
He's from South Florida.
Okay, so that must be some Florida stuff. Okay, because we've never heard of DMV. We never heard of Dilly.
Right.
The candy lady sold frozen juice with a piece of gum in the cup.
Yeah, we call them. What they call gums? Gum some because the tall ones to eat that thing.
What?
But they sold us an ice cream truck though.
Yeah, with the gum, with the gum in
the
it. But he had a candy lady that hooked him up. Every neighborhood had a good candy lady.
Yeah.
If you lived like around apartment building, somebody had a candy lady.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
I call her grandma, but all right. I can't live.
All right,
grandma.
What was your high school mascot? Since I know what yours was, and I know what everybody was. I know what y'all went to high school. What was your high school mascot?
What you in high school?
The cadet, I believe.
The cadets, because you were at a military high school, so they were the cadets. We were the road runners. I don't know why.
Meet.
I still think that's the dumbest fucking mascot, but we were the road runners.
I mean,
and I know who y'all
were. Warriors. HD. Warriors HD.
All right.
Hey, the mighty tower of power.
There's no tower no more. It's gone.
But
they tore the tower down.
But the power and the might is still there.
Is it though?
The Lions.
The Lions. So we had Lions here, Carol Lions. We had the Lions here. If you want the yeah.
And I remember my senior year, we got this guy. I'm gonna put him on blast, but he did he was our school mascot.
I don't know. Look, I think my phone is trying to make me buy a new phone, and I'm not doing it. I refuse. I'm not. You're not getting a new phone.
He was our school mascot. So he came out with no shirt on and a loin call.
Oh. Who was that?
What? He had a live mascot?
Yeah, because it was a Warrior, so.
And they let him come out like that?
That was a school uniform. That was a Warrior uniform.
But I'm saying they let him wear that out with no t-shirt, no nothing underneath.
Just let him. The school bought that outfit for him to put on to be the mascot.
Wow. Yes, I had a Walkman. I think that's when I really got into R&B. Actually, you know what? Yeah. I think the Walkman phase was how a lot of albums got played because your battery was low and you didn't want to hit fast forward.
Right. So you just listen to the whole thing.
So you had to listen to the whole thing. The song came back
That's
up.
true. And I had a Walkman that had the radio on it too.
Yes.
And I will never forget. I remember, and this is a DC thing right here. This memory right here is going to be a DC memory. I remember I was on the bus coming from the library the night that Melvin Lindsay died. And I remember listening to it on the bus, listening to my Walkman, and then they just played like the Quiet Storm probably like 10 times in a row. That's a DC memory, but I remember the night that Melvin Lindsay died. He was a local DJ that did the Quiet Storm around here, but he was like, and he died of HIV. I remember that.
Oh yes.
Well, he died of AIDS. He didn't die of HIV. He died of AIDS.
Which school?
What school? What?
I know. So he said, where the school hop? I'm like,
where that school at, Hoppo?
Where the school at, Hoppo?
For my school?
DC.
It's in 55th and E Street. H.D. Woodson. Howard Dilworth Woodson Senior High School.
All right.
Wow. You know what? I knew what the HD stood for. All these years it was just HD. I never knew what the HD stood for.
Howard Dilworth. And we had, when I was there, we had the honor of his son coming. Howard Dilworth Woodson Jr. came to our school and spoke to us.
I never knew.
Only because of Don Pablo. That's the only reason I knew that.
But I still did. I mean, but all these years it was HD. You know how many people I know that went to HD? I've never heard the whole name.
And since we're going to go there.
And I've never cared enough to look it up.
The reason why, and you should, because you know why? He was one of the first, if not the first, he was one of the first African American.
Ramblers now. We have a Ramblers up here.
Hey, we don't care about the Ramblers.
That don't count. This you ain't graduated on time.
Oh,
my bad. That's all that. My bad. I meant to say that in my head. I'm sorry.
See, now that's the shit that you shouldn't be saying. See,
right.
That's messed up. All right, now why do we care about?
We care because Howard Dilworth Woodson, if he was not the first, he was one of, I believe he was the first African American to do an advanced degree in engineering.
Oh,
that's how he got the school name after him.
That's actually why I wanted to go to the engineering program. Yeah. But mine wasn't having it.
No,
I got it in St. John. That was a wrap.
Yeah. Trust me, look, us Catholic school kids, we know. Like, you right. Hanging? Okay.
I'm all right.
All right. Anyway.
Like, ooh, here's a pamphlet. You going there.
Right. All right. Name a TV show that you couldn't go without watching as a child. The Cosby Show.
As a child?
A child.
I don't know how old you think I am. The fuck? I was a child.
It's the last show you can watch.
Right, like, what the fuck?
It came on at 8. It came on at 8. Your curfew.
Right, like
you could break curfew.
Because remember when it first came on, it was Family. It was a Cosby Show. Did Family Ties and Cheers.
I just love Family Ties.
And we just gonna glaze this over like it didn't happen. Like
I didn't think. Okay, so now I keep forgetting.
I think
when I say kid, I'm not thinking about infant, like baby.
No,
I'm thinking about
I'm thinking of Cosby Show in the later years. I'm thinking of Cosby Show in the later years.
Okay, not in the
Guiding Light as the World Turns.
Who the fuck was watching?
That was daytime. Didn't you go to school?
I'm mad at the dare at the Okay, Charm. Aaron. All right, Aaron, watching the
Right.
So now you talk about soap operas. All my children, because my godmother used to watch it, and in the summer when I was staying with my godmother, she watched All My Children, One Life to Live, General Hospital, and to this day I still watch General Hospital.
Okay. I'll stay home.
Fresh Prince. Let me see.
Okay. Fresh Prince, yeah.
If I'm being honest, DuckTales.
DuckTales. Ooh. Yeah. Not fairy tales or cotton tales.
And this is putting me and Don Pablo out there.
Okay.
Because I think I've seen every episode.
Oh shit!
All the seasons. Well, Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
Oh,
I've never.
I've seen every last episode.
I never seen the movie. I never seen the TV show.
Oh, you're not missing nothing.
I didn't get it
because the movie was terrible.
I didn't get it.
No, the movie is okay. The movie's one of them wrong.
It's something you just watch because it's on.
Yeah. No, I don't.
It's kind of funny.
I don't.
With Christy Swan. Okay, so for me as a small kid,
it turned when it came.
Mine was the Muppets.
I only got the first season.
Okay, yeah, Muppet Babies.
No,
the
Muppets.
No, I used to love the Muppets. No, that was when I was a kid. Yeah, I loved the Muppets. I liked Muppet Babies.
Cartoon, G.I. Joe, and the Smurfs. I couldn't go. I had to see G.I. Joe and the Smurfs.
For me, it was Transformers.
I used to wait out the Smurfs, so because everything else good came on after that.
Yeah, for me, it was the Transformers.
Right, everybody should love Buffy. It was a good show.
But as far as TV shows, and I've seen every single episode, Quantum Leap.
I used to like Quantum Leap. I liked Quantum Leap when he would go back in history because of the history nerd that I am. I used to like.
I got
it. That's why I loved it. Quantum Leap.
Charmed. Okay, Fresh Prince. Yeah, I didn't get into. I watched a little bit of Charmed, but I didn't really get into Charmed.
For me, Charmed was good up until Shannon Doherty left.
Oh, he said you ain't graduated either. You went to summer school. He called you out.
I know. I went to summer school, but I didn't have to go to. I didn't have to repeat my senior year though. That's all I'm saying. Now.
Can we move on?
See what happens with people who know your business?
Right.
That's what's up. Hi.
He loves Buffy. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I just never.
I love the movie with Luke Perry and Christy Swanson, but I didn't get into the TV show.
Now 90210 was my shit.
I actually did watch that.
I used to love 90210.
Straight up watch that.
Up to a certain point.
I used to love, but I watched it all the way to the end, to the last episode with Donna
when everybody got
married. Yeah.
When everybody got jobs.
Well, they had jobs before that.
Hold on. I'm just saying.
But yeah, when Donna and David got married.
Right.
And
When you bought
what's the face
went
went
to
to
he brought it back for a video.
He went to Washington.
Jason
Priestley's character Brandon. He went to Washington. Him and Kelly broke up. He went to Washington to become a reporter for the Washington Post.
Oh wow!
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Rook Ranch. Oh, and Doug. Cutting Skeeter. That's what's up.
What happened? Doug.
Okay. Doug. The show.
Maybe I'm too young. I don't know that show.
Maybe too
old. Maybe I'm too old. I don't know Doug.
Yeah, we said
I don't know Cousin Skeeter.
90210. We said that.
Yeah, 90210 was my shit.
Yeah.
I never got into Melrose Place.
I
never got into. Now let me say this. Now I'm gonna tell you a show I used to love. I used to love Falcon Crest. A lot of people watch Dallas and not saying that Falcon Crest was my shit.
I used to watch Dynasty with my aunt.
I like Dynasty.
We watched it for the fights.
Actually, really for 90210 the theme song.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh.
Y'all remember the shit?
No. You know what? Talking about theme songs. Who's the
Shows.
Boss? That was.
I used to like Who's the Boss. I used to like Who's the Boss.
Facts of Life with my two.
Oh, absolutely, the Facts of Life. You take good.
Johnny Carson show.
Take them both. I never got into Johnny Carson.
Me either.
Now Arsenio Hall. I watched.
Right.
Yeah. You know a show. I've only seen 2 episodes.
Highlander.
I struggled through those 2. I like the movies. I didn't get into the show.
The TV show is actually better
than
the last
Channing
movies that they put out. The last movies that they put out, the show was like.
Oh, Angela Channing. Yes. Falcon Crest. Angela Channing was that bitch. Let me tell you something. Angela Channing ran that whole wine country. You better not cross her. She knew what everybody was doing everywhere, how. She knew who had a baby, who had an abortion, who was having an affair, who got married, who did give it. She knew everybody's business. And she would pull that shit out whenever she needed it. Boom. What? Angela, I ain't never watched Falcon Crest. And I even started rewatching it.
Not on purpose.
I even started rewatching it on my Fire Stick. Because it's on the Fire Stick.
You damn right.
On the other side.
Thundercats and Silverhawks. Yes.
Voltron. I never got into Voltron, but I know Voltron.
You fall in the head. I'm falling about the feet and the arms.
He-Man and She-Ra.
Yeah, they remade She-Ra.
She-Ra.
All the remakes of both shows are terrible.
Yeah, I don't know. Remakes just something be missing.
Right. They remade He-Man twice and it sucked both times.
Right.
I think some stuff it's just genie in a bottle. Like you can't
We already said G.I. Joe.
Oh, that's Chris you're talking to. Okay. Yeah, Chris, I'm gonna need you to keep up with the conversation. You've already addressed G.I. Joe. Wonder Woman.
Bazooka was the man.
Was my shit.
Okay. What?
Yeah, it's Wonder Woman.
Yes.
Wonder Woman.
No. I still have Wonder Woman on DVD.
Like how long did it take you to know that the Dukes of Hazzard was supposed to be a racist show?
I didn't know. Look,
I used to love and I used to love and everything.
I used to love the Dukes of Hazzard, and my mother used to be like, "I don't know why you like this show," and I didn't.
Just a good old boy.
Yes. Never meant any harm. I did not know that the General Lee. I didn't know that these were some. I didn't know.
Confederate flag, all of that.
Right, the General Lee, Confederate flag. I didn't know, but I used to. They don't know where they know how. But that used to be my shit. Boss Hog. Roscoe Pete Gold Train.
Yeah, you know what?
Love Boat.
I used to like the Love Boat, but for me, Fantasy Island. I like Fantasy Island better.
Beastmaster.
The play, Mr. Wood. The play.
Beastmaster. The movie.
I never got into Beastmaster. I know what you're talking about, but I never got into
the movie.
But they actually made a show out of that, I think.
Yes, but I only watched. You know what? Yeah, I only watched the movie. I could when the little ferret died at the end of the movie. I was a kid. Shit, I was devastated.
Yeah, he had 2 ferrets. Yeah. One ferret sacrificed himself.
I don't know.
To save his wife. Yeah.
No, actually to save
a ferret.
Yeah.
Beastmasters. It's animals in it.
It's on a fire stick.
It's animals in it. Don't worry about
it. I'm not watching it.
It's a good movie though.
Did
you like Conan the Barbarian?
I liked watching.
Okay.
Arnold Schwarzenegger in that loincloth.
It's along them same
lines. I really didn't give a fuck about the movie.
It's along them same lines.
Right.
Red Sonja. That used to be my movie. I used to love Red Sonja.
We're talking movies and TV shows.
Well, we didn't transition, damn it.
Okay, so what's the next question?
Willow.
I love
you love Willow, don't you
movie.
see?
I was watching a couple months ago.
It made me angry.
What, Willow?
Yes, the movie with the little.
Why did it make you angry? It's Willow.
With the little wizard.
How did Willow make you angry?
Because he was such a bitch.
Anyway, all right, next question.
Wait a minute. A TV show for my child, I used to get my brothers in trouble, was Puff the Magic Dragon. Puff the Magic Dragon, he lives by the sea. Because at the end of the show, Puff would always have to leave the kids. And I would just break out and just start crying.
So how did that get your brother?
Because my mother thought they did something to me. So she would come fly in the kitchen.
Anyway, now HR puffing stuff. I used to watch in the morning.
HR puffing stuff.
You can't do a little when you can't do enough. Okay, the next
dinosaurs is in the morning.
Oh, the baby. Gotta love me. I'm the baby. That was my show.
Not the mom.
Now, here's number 7 is a dumb question. Have you ever used a payphone? We have all used the payphone in this generation.
Yeah, because we
had to call our beepers back. Right.
Because we had pagers.
We had pagers. We needed a cell phone to call our people back that hit us on our hip.
So somebody paid somebody from this number?
Somebody paid somebody from this number? Remember when you gave people codes?
Right.
So you'd be like, Master DeWan.
Right.
Because he put in code 2.
Right. And every girl thought she was a shit because you got code 1. So you found another chick that had code 00.
Right. Or 11.
Wow. All right.
Or 001.
Right.
Y'all been through some things in y'all dating life. Y'all done
y'all
all
those
the
are games that men played, So, all right. Here's another one. What games or activities did you play with your neighborhood friends or cousins as a child?
Okay, so my cousins are all 10, 15 years older than me, so we ain't playing nothing together.
Okay.
We used to play neighborhood war.
Not even tag?
We used to play hide go get it.
By the time I was 6, my youngest cousin was 16.
Remember hide go get it?
Yes. And I think I was living in good old San Leandro when I discovered that game.
Oh.
So there weren't that many black male participants.
Oh well, I'd go get it. Freeze tag.
Green light.
Red light, green light.
Mother May I.
Kickball.
I didn't really play like kickball.
Yeah, we played kickball.
Red light, green light. Pity pat.
I never played pity pat. I never did pity pat. Go fish. Chinese checkers. That's what James said the other day. Chinese checkers. I remember playing Chinese checkers. Remember when everybody first started getting like gaming and you had like Atari 64 and you would go over that person's house and they had like the Nintendo. I remember when we first got everybody got the Nintendo. 64? Commodore 64. What was the Atari? 1600. That's it. Yeah.
It was like
I got one in my house.
It was the Commodore 64.
Like
I got Atari 1600 in my house.
Does it work?
It probably does.
Wow.
And games, joystick games, everything.
Why are we not? Look, why are we not there?
Why are we not there? Yes, I feel like you need to have the next game night, and that's what we need to play. We had us playing spoons and shit, and you had a good old Atari.
We can down with the one button controller.
Right.
I have a Nintendo 64 in my house.
Trying to play Centipede.
I remember when you go to the arcade and your hand you'd be like this all day on the Centipede game. You'd be tearing your hand up, have blisters and shit. All right.
That was my mom's shit though.
Who was your childhood best friend? Well, anybody who knows me knows my childhood best friend is still my best friend, Ashaki.
Go ahead, Will.
Who was your childhood best friend? Who was your childhood best friend?
Okay, one of them is this.
That's been heckling you the whole.
Right here, Fat Boy. That's one. And then Don Pablo.
But childhood, like when did you meet them? In middle school, right?
I really had this slum.
Oh, before that, I
was a military kid.
Oh, that's right. You were.
I was always a new kid.
Yeah,
I was just.
Yeah.
They were just people I knew.
So you've been friends with them. Wow.
Yeah. Since what?
Yeah.
Wow.
I don't know. When did I meet Fat Boy? 6th grade? 3rd grade.
So you met all of them at middle school at Jeff?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool.
My childhood best friend, like little kid coming up, was my brother Pastor.
Oh, that was your best friend.
We used to ride and die in the dirt, roll down the hill, jumping people, fighting. That was
right. And let me add to that. It was a Shocky, and then before I started hanging with Shocky, it was Shalita. She lived down the street from me, and it's funny because I always grew up like when I was a kid. In my mind, you were either black or white. There was no middle. Right. So Shalita was black, right? In my mind, she was black, but her grandmother was Puerto Rican. And her grandmother used to look at telenovelas, spoke Spanish, and mom, it didn't connect in my mind, right?
These black people speak Spanish,
right? I was just like, wow, her grandmother. But I knew, and again, that whole like connecting Puerto Rico to like, it was above my.
Is he calling me?
Chris, why are you calling him?
You're calling me during.
You're clearly we're doing a show. Why are you calling him, Chris?
What?
See, that's why motherfuckers think you need special schools.
What? That's
your friend. You know what?
That's your best friend.
That's your best friend since 6th grade. But yeah, so that's the last question on the tag we weren't prepared for. It says post a throwback picture of yourself. So if y'all want to send me a throwback picture, I will post it. at a later time.
First I gotta find.
That's what I was going to say.
That's
why I said we're not prepared for a throwback picture because I have to go find me a throwback picture. I think I actually have one. If I go deep into my phone, I probably have like an old picture I've done for like a Throwback Thursday type of thing or whatever.
That's what I'm saying.
I have to go way back in my pictures.
Back.
You know what, Chris? You playing games?
Never the speed of slow.
Ain't nobody got time for you, Chris. Ain't nobody got time for that shit.
You know,
let's see if we can find any old school pictures real quick.
And you gonna answer on live.
But we ain't got nothing to do with how fast or slow the internet moves.
We already said that a long time ago. Why?
He's calling because the internet's moving too slow. Is that what he's saying?
And we talking, so
okay. I went right to it. Okay, so here's a throwback for me. This is the high school picture. Can y'all see that? Y'all see the old school? You see how long my hair was? That was real hair. That wasn't weave. That wasn't a wig. Send a text message next time. Really my hair. You see how long it is? That's the old school high school picture. That's my high school. That's my high school. Is that my high school graduation picture? I think that's my high school graduation picture. And then that might be my college graduation picture.
In your phone?
That's my freshman. Yeah, shut up. That's my freshman high school picture. Can y'all see that?
Nigga, I'm gonna have to get a
That's my freshman in high school.
Photo album.
Remember that joint with the old school with the spritz? See, my bangs was popping. You see how my bangs was popping? That's that spritz right there. Remember spritz? That was spritz. That's that spritz right there working. Old school. I had a used T-shirt on in that picture. I remember that was my No, this is my high school. That was my college graduation. That's my high school graduation picture. Can y'all see? I don't know if y'all can see that. That's my high school graduation picture.
Look,
see how scholarly. But again, that's real hair. That's real hair, boo. No weaves, no wigs. That's me. Yeah. Don't hate because I have a folder in my phone called old school. Don't hate.
I'm not hating.
Don't hate. Anybody, y'all got one real quick? It's great in this.
Nah, because my library.
Can y'all find anything real quick? Your phone.
My library don't go back that far.
This is my kindergarten graduation.
Okay, well, nobody can see you, but go ahead.
All right.
Now this is my last one. Since y'all don't have one, I'll show 3. This is, I don't know if y'all can see that.
Y'all don't have one. I'm gonna show 3. Like
y'all can't see that one. That's me in Disney World with my little sister. I don't think y'all can see that one that well. I think the sun reflecting off of that one. I mean the light.
She's like the hell with all of y'all.
Post it. There go one. All right, Mink got one. Oh, look at Mink. Mink got one.
I was, 13 months old in this picture.
Oh, look at Mink. Oh, yeah. Can you find one?
I got nothing.
What's the one that the one that was? It's not too old school, but it's from 10 years ago. But you look the exact same. The one that was on Facebook today.
The memory.
The cabaret. But you look the exact same, so that really wouldn't.
I was about to say I don't think that even count. Like I didn't even that don't even count. Oh snap!
Oh, there's one. I posted that. Who's that? Is that your prom?
Yeah, actually.
Wow, that's his prom picture.
Prom picture.
Wow.
All right, show that. Show your prom.
All right. Hopefully.
Wow, look at your prom picture.
Like I had a high top fade.
Not with the high top. Let me see again. Oh, not with the high top fade. Yeah. Wow. You know what's funny? Yeah. Mm-hmm. We probably saw each other because I went to like the regimental ball. Like all of that. Like I used to go to because the dude I was dating at St. John, he played on the basketball team. I used to go to the games all the time. You're young because you're younger than me, right?
Sure.
Anyway, y'all, thanks y'all for joining. The people that are in here, I think it's a few of y'all in here. Thanks for the comments and they go. Why are you looking mad?
That's how she looked.
That's me in 1920.
Oh wow. Oh, I know why you looking mad because you knew Angry Boy then.
Actually, not. Well, I had met, but we weren't dating yet.
Oh, okay.
But I actually had a shirt that said "Chronic the Hemp Hole."
What?
Who did what now?
What?
It said "Chronic the Hemp Hole."
Chronic the Hemp Hole, like Sonic the Hedgehog.
Like Sonic the Hedgehog.
Oh, Chronic
the Hemp Hole.
And on that note, you guys, thanks for joining us. We're gonna go ahead and end this out.
Right, because my glass is empty.
And mine is almost empty. It's about to be empty. Y'all have a great day, a happy holiday, Merry Christmas to you guys, Happy New Year, all that great stuff. Kwanzaa, Hanukkah. If you don't celebrate it all,
may you tolerate your family.
Right. Don't drink too much when them family come through.
Stay away from your weird cousin under the mistletoe.
Or your weird uncle.
All right. Get them away from them kids.
And on that note, we out. I can't.
If your uncle comes to you and try to give you a kiss under the mistletoe.
Uncle Junior.
Look up to the side and be like, really, bitch? Y'all stupid. I'm mad that